Rolling. Welcome to another episode of All Gas, No Break. Welcome to the show, Chris, Justin, Paul, and Mo. We have our first victory podcast of the 2022 season, and it comes in week 2, and it comes in the month of September. Our first September victory in 4 gosh darn years.
4 years? Damn.
Yeah, we got the camel off our back now.
I don't know about that. I still don't trust no Flacco, man. No
September.
Flacco.
I mean September.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We got the monkey of winning a game in September off of our back. It was not the prettiest win. It was not the most majestical win. For about 58 minutes and 5 seconds of this game, I was pretty ready to fire Robert Saleh, to be honest. Especially in like the last 5 minutes of that fourth quarter. Basically from like 5 minutes of the fourth quarter to like 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, where really it just felt like we were punting the game away and like that we were kind of giving up. When Nick Chubb scored that touchdown that he shouldn't really have scored, because it gave us
damn near turned the game off.
Because it gave us life. I think the game at that point was an afterthought in my eyes. I thought we had already lost the game. I thought we had already basically just punted it away, given it away. I thought it was over. And then like when Chubb scored, I was like, all right, like let's just score a touchdown and cover the spread, because your boy took the Jets plus 6.5. So and then missed extra point. And when I saw that missed extra point, the only thing I was thinking when they missed that extra point was, oh cool, the Jets could cover the spread if they get a garbage time touchdown now. They got the garbage time touchdown pretty quick. Corey Davis was just by himself. I think Denzel Ward fucked up on the coverage, or
it was actually a miscommunication between the corner and Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit, where both of them thought it was either a cover 2 or cover 3. So they basically it was just miscommunication on that.
I was gonna say it was a miscommunication,
whether it was miscommunication or blown coverage or whatever it was.
It was the Flacco
Either or,
effect.
it was the
Flacco
pretty
effect.
much.
That's it. Flacco
no,
effect.
Justin is not wrong, because like we brought it up last week. We said how Joe Flacco only won a Super Bowl because of that miscommunication by the Denver Broncos. The same thing happened. Corey Davis was just like, I'm by myself over here. Like,
I'm here. I'm waiting.
That was the most chill, exciting touchdown I've ever witnessed. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna take this. Like, fucking Joe Flacco really like put it all in his lower back.
Yeah,
that reminded me of that Brandon Marshall touchdown where he was like wide open in 2015. I think we were playing like the Jags, and Fitzpatrick just threw it wide and he just ran for a touchdown for 40 yards.
That's right. I think I remember what you're talking about. And and then the unthinkable happens and we actually recover an onside kick. And when that,
which is impossible.
Yeah, that was impossible to do in today's NFL. So,
dude, that was the most skilled show of athleticism I've seen in that game. Like just the fake out on that kick, I'm going right. Nope.
Yep, that was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And what's his name to keep the fucking ball in?
Will Parks.
Yes,
Parks.
Fucking
Parks. So basically what happened was I saw someone do kind of a breakdown on it where Will Parks was running full speed at Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper kind of made a little bit of a business decision to not go for the ball there. And then Parks, because Cooper should have easily been able to fall on it, but Parks just scared the shit out of him basically. and he like knocked it in bounds, and then the scrum ensued and we got the ball. And actually my stream was crashing. Like my stream crashed like right when I knew I should have went to the game. My stream like, right as Will Parks was like getting his hand on the ball, and I was like, oh shit, like we're getting this onside. And then I was like scrambling, trying to pull up a stream while also scoreboard watching. But I knew, I was like, yo, we're driving down the field right now. We're winning this game now. Like, it's just
as soon as we got that onside kick, I was 100% sure we were going to score.
Yeah, and I mean,
Flacco had that fucking confidence that we haven't that he's barely ever exuded in his fucking career. But he fucking drove us down that field so confidently.
Well, he's a monotone guy. He like has the same facial expression when he throws a bomb like wide open that he does when he gets sacked by 8 dudes at the same time, So, but
yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what his impressions look like.
I mean, you could tell how fired, like Garrett Wilson was like fired the fuck up when they recovered that onside kick.
Yeah. Oh, he was ready.
He looked ready to go score the game-winning touchdown like right then and there. And Garrett Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Wilson is him. Timothy.
He is wide receiver 1 for the Jets. Easy.
Yeah, he is wide receiver.
I hope it continues.
And that's not a knock on Elijah Moore, because Elijah Moore is still very good.
Because he can also be wide receiver 1, but that's the best situation to have.
Yeah, he was wide open all day. Yeah, it's basically like we have like kind of a Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill light situation, but we also have running backs. We also have running backs and an O-line, and we have a quarterback with a cannon of an arm who is coming back. Probably after this week. But
honestly, I was saying this, I think I said this in the last podcast. I was like, you know what? Just keep Joe Flacco in for the whole AFC North, because he's played them throughout his whole career twice every year.
That's true.
And he knows how each team is. He didn't lose to Cleveland. He said he never loses in Cleveland.
No, he does not.
That happened by a miracle.
I don't think
hopefully it happens by a miracle the next 2 weeks, and then Zach comes back for the Dolphins. And that's gonna be probably a shit show.
Yeah, I don't think any AFC North quarterback really loses in Cleveland.
Joe Flacco is 18-3 against the Browns, and you talk about big old that big fucking doofus Big Ben being the Brown killer. Joe Flacco is really the Brown killer, if you ask me. which is not hard when you play in the AFC North, but it just solidifies it that the man can't use his lower body anymore. And I will say this, so I watched the end of the game, the good part, and that's all I really needed, right, guys? But
pretty much.
I was like, Chris Hecker, I'm looking at these numbers. I'm looking what transpired to the best of my context. Do we forgive Joe Flacco and take back the slander? And he was just like, LOL, no. And I did see the highlights more. I will say though, when it mattered most, that fucking whipping it to Garrett Wilson, in between the safety and the corner that was that
he hit him
stop
that.
That was a good fucking throw.
Yeah,
that was a good fucking throw, and it's the only throw that mattered to be that good. So good on him, I guess.
In that sense, in that sense, we can keep the Joe Flacco slander to a minimum. But I'm still going to be on be on high alert for him.
He's
going
still a bum. He's still a bum. All right,
he is until proven otherwise. I mean, he had us escape from big loss.
It was a miracle win, and a game we really had no business winning. But we don't have to apologize to anybody. And as for the Browns fans, I think you got to stop blaming Nick Chubb for this because really, to me,
He
it's
had nothing to do with it.
If you didn't want to score there, if the objective was to not score and run out the clock, why are you even running a play?
Yeah.
Well, but you got to hold your defense and special teams accountable for that.
How
are you going to just say, okay, don't get the touchdown?
How many timeouts do they have? Right, like, did they have the ability to run out the clock if they stopped?
I think they had like one timeout.
So they would still need to get a first down, correct?
Right.
Yeah, they still needed the first down, which he got the first down and the touchdown.
Yeah, but
they a minute 55 after Browns, that touchdown.
Yeah, the Browns were looking to put the game away. They weren't looking to run the clock. They were looking to put the game away, get a touchdown, and just stop the Jets on the
because
coast.
Because the move would have been, this very much reminds me of like when Ahmad Bradshaw won the Super Bowl with his ass, where it's like, score, but it's not don't score.
I remember that too.
It isn't that he scored. He scored too soon after getting a first down was the issue. Yeah. Me, pro football guy. I've coached like a couple fantasy teams, so I know what I'm doing. By the way, Nick Chubb cares about his fantasy owners, so like there are many happy people who are in Brown fans who love Nick Chubb. But I will say this is a huge sentimental win for the Jets for more than one reason. Think about this. Everyone who's not a Jets fan or a Browns fan, they view this as like the LOL Bowl, right? Like the two joke franchises. However, like it was so important for the Jets to do that in that fashion because like you have this dude, and when I say this dude, I mean the Browns as an entity. You have this fuckhead who's just like, look at this. We're gonna give a person who likes jerking off at women while they're employed. The most money out of a quarterback. We're going to ruin the quarterback market. And then we're going to put a fucking bootleg Keebler elf in the middle of the field. And then our fans are going to like celebrate sexual harassment while tailgating. Like it was so important, like between the history of those two teams for the Jets, like, it was a moral victory for everyone. Because I think now, no matter what happens, like as long as the Jets continue to like progress and whatever it may be, as long as they show like that consistency and like some better decision making and take the steps they're supposed to from like what solid year 2 or this is year 2, correct?
It is year 2.
Okay, so year 1 to year 2, and then like the Browns just same old Browns. I think like I think that matters for the meme game for your organization.
It also shows, like, I think for the Jets, for a young team like that, it also shows them that they're it teaches them a lesson that they're never out of a game, like until it's over. And like you need to have that mentality, especially when you have like a team of like young talent like the Jets do. Like now now hopefully that's like a trickle over effect where it's like, we can win any game. Like it doesn't matter, isn't it? We will always keep we'll always keep fighting for the person next to us. When you talk about cliche shit like building culture, like wins like that,
that's part of it.
A long way to building character and building culture. I do have a spin zone though. I think that Nick Chubb has himself on his fantasy team. So maybe it's time to care more about his fantasy.
Yeah, he probably does
himself. Maybe he bet on himself to score 3+ touchdowns on FanDuel.
Yeah. Also, I think he's facing his teammate Kareem Hunt, who also has himself. Now, here's the twist: Kareem Hunt actually had first round overall in the whole draft, and he was like, who I'm picking first? Kareem Hunt. So, that was a little sentimental. I'm pretty sure they're in the same league with Jock Peterson. So, like, they had to get their running backs, quick before Jock fucking just decided to hoard them all. But, yeah, man, I mean, at the end of the day, like you could say it's on Chubb. Like there is the, mental note to, hey, let me stop after I get the first down. But like you would think someone who is employed by the Browns, whose job is a coach of some sort, would be like, hey, like I definitely need you to do that. It's I don't think it's all on him. I think it's only 50% on him.
No. Honestly, I don't think it's on Chubb at all.
I don't think so either.
It was 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. They're about to go up 2 scores. Normally, hey, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. Even if you let them score one more fucking touchdown, usually you'll get the ball back. They're not going to recover the onside kick. It's no worry. And then you might even get a field goal out of it. So I don't blame Chubb. I think Chubb did exactly what he should have done.
Yeah, I think Chubb did.
If anything, it's on the kicker and on their special teams.
I think Chubb did what
kicker and Amari Cooper.
Any of us would. I think Chubb did what basically any of us would in that situation. Like, I mean, shit. If I was like playing Madden and I was in that situation, I would score there.
100%.
I don't even going back to the whole Ahmad Bradshaw thing. I don't even blame him for scoring when he scored in that Super Bowl because you can't really take it for granted that you're going to score on the next play or whatever. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, well, that was the conversation. It's like, I get what the Patriots are doing by letting you score, but you take that opportunity. You don't lose it down on that because then that's when they'll stuff you. But it's also like, salient point, guys. It's not Nick Chubb. Like maybe Nick Chubb should have covered Corey Davis too. Maybe he should have done that. Maybe he should.
Maybe they should have just had Nick Chubb standing back there the way Bill Belichick had Gronk standing back there.
Gronk.
And like Kenyon Drake, Adam Gase, Hail Mary.
That route was so funny though, because like Corey Davis sees it and he's not like he's not frantic about it. He's just like, I'm just like over here and just like looking like very like Joe, okay, bet. All right, peace, guys. Like it was very smooth.
It seemed routine,
but not
smooth.
Not quick smooth. Just like chill. Like all right, like peace out. Like I'm like Corey Davis was just leaving the party.
It looked like Rodgers to Adams. Like just say, I got you. It's going out there. No worries.
Hey,
no
look!
worries at all.
I made this prediction like earlier, saying like Garrett Wilson will break out maybe mid-season or towards the end, or even like the beginning of next season. I feel like it's happening now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Garrett.
I feel like it's definitely happening now. And
I think Garrett Wilson
end up having
that confidence.
Like they're comparing him to Justin Jefferson's rookie season, and he's. Too early. I think no. But I think he's already progressing before Justin Jefferson did.
Well, he already has more. Jefferson, he already has like more yards and more touchdowns.
Yeah,
but also
he does.
Jefferson rookie season.
He should be.
He was battling
your front runner right now. I don't know if he is.
He should be rookie of the week.
Well, he's gonna win that Pepsi rookie of the week. I hope you.
Oh yeah,
he's definitely going to because Jeff's Twitter is gonna go off. And just take care of that.
Yeah,
I'm fairly certain they already have.
He deserves that. 100%.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying he's Jefferson yet. Because
no one is.
But I'm not saying he is either. I'm saying he looks like he's on the path.
I would hope so, but we also just saw from the Vikings-Eagles game how much a quarterback can fuck your stats up as a fucking wide receiver because Kirk Cousins is a fucking bum.
Because he's always bad in prime time, and it's still proven that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I should have changed my pick.
That's what happens when you dress like
me too.
When you fucking dress like you just shopped at the Gap and then come out to a press conference and like you have that shit-eating grin on your face. Like, I he was wearing the plaid shirt that every hardcore kid wears, like to their girlfriend's parents' house because they don't have nice clothes. They just have a bunch of band tees. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Kohl's and get this, and like, you know, have a shit-eating grin. But I will say this: I do think the Jets personnel were listening to the podcast last week, and when they heard us like rambling, they're like, "Whoa, hold on, guys! These 4 fucking idiots are telling us that we can use a wide receiver we drafted in the first half of the season. Have we tried this before?" And they're like, "Yo, maybe we should do that."
And it's funny because like before Garrett Wilson went off on Sunday, all the talk really like coming from the coaching staff, the way they were talking about Garrett Wilson and his limited usage from week 1. I was getting Denzel Mims vibes, like, oh, they're just gonna bury this man on the depth chart. They're not gonna give him, they're not gonna like give him a chance to succeed. And like I was just thinking, oh, another wide receiver that we're just gonna like ruin, basically. So for him to come out, and I think he got targeted 14 times. Like pretty much, I mean, he was like the most targeted. He was the most targeted player of the game, and he was pretty much open on every play. The amount of separation.
I think he made what? He had like 8 receptions, I think.
Like on his first touchdown, I mean, obviously the second touchdown was an absolute dart, and it was a very nice it was a very nice catch.
Beautiful.
But the amount of separation he created in the end zone on that play.
He could have had 3. He could have had 3. That one pass that went like behind him.
Yeah. And also the fact that he like got to redeem himself for dropping that pass in the 4th quarter. It was after that punt where
we had way too many drop passes. Fucking Conklin had another fucking 2 or 3.
No, Conklin had way too many drop passes. Garrett Wilson, he made up for it.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson.
That's the difference.
And those were really the only drops of note. I mean, I gotta to rewind because obviously we talked a lot about the finish of this game. But to rewind a little bit, I loved the fake punt in the first quarter.
That was the greatest thing ever. And Braden Mann should definitely get a lot of condolences for this game because he made the great kick for the onside kick and made that fake punt pass.
Yeah, he made that fake punt pass. He like perfectly placed that onside kick. And he actually had a decent day punting for once in his life too. His actual pretty good as well.
Man, fuck a quarterback. Like you're only as good as your kicker. You can just put Joe Flacco out there and it'll be fine as long as your kicker's good.
I will apologize to Braden Mann for this week and this week only. Hopefully
that's it.
But okay,
he's
so
gotta
that
continue
fake play,
doing work.
But
fake play, like the part of the thing is when you do shit like that as a team that struggled, like, historically for the past decade, whether it be like the Jets or the Browns or whatever team it may be, like, Falcons, minus their Super Bowl appearance, but like, you get what I mean, those types of teams.
Yeah.
When you try to do things that are game changers, even if it's earlier in the game, like the Jets did, right? It's obvious when, teams like the mid 2010 like Patriots do it, right? Because they exude confidence, like they can do that. And then there are like times where, other teams try to do the same thing and it's so poorly executed because you can see the body language. It had that absolutely outlandishly stupid fucking fake punt. And the Patriots just stuffed them. Like, yeah, like that shows like that. At least the players, like these young guys, have the ability to like take an idea and be like, okay, we're gonna at least execute this. We're gonna have good body language. We're gonna fool them because, like you said, that onside kick, right? Amari Cooper wasn't expecting that coming to him. They thought he was going to the right, and that fake punt, like, I've seen a lot of Jets like fake punts and other type of like trick plays like that looked so sloppy. Those were clean. When you can you don't necessarily want to rely on those plays, but when you can do them and set them up cleanly, Yeah, even if it's close, even if it doesn't work, but if you can do it cleanly, then you're on the right path. It's it's not embarrassing anymore. It's like, okay,
yeah,
I like this.
Yeah, they sold it to the fucking defense both times. Perfectly fucking sold it, and that takes the entire team to do it. So good shit.
Honestly, though, I will say this. Not taking anything away from the Jets. I feel like they could have sold oregano as like some mid-tier weed to the fucking Browns defense, the way they fucking handled themselves at the end of the game.
I think they probably could have sold it to the whole stadium.
The way they handled it was really the way the Browns defense handled themselves there, really it overshadowed how bad the Jets defense was on Sunday. It was kind of it was basically the opposite of the previous game, where the defense kept us in it and the offense was doing absolutely nothing. This game, the offense was doing what they could do, and the defense could not stop a goddamn thing. It was pretty.
Well, hopefully this week both sides will actually come together, because one,
we were talking about that.
O-line is not looking good at all, and they apparently improved it, and it just looks worse. They got Lyle Collins is like limited right now, because I'm looking at the injury report. Lyle Collins, like 3 of their tight ends are like on DMP and limited, and Jermaine Pratt, linebacker, is suffering with a knee.
I don't think the Bengals O-line is going to stay as bad as they are right now. I think a lot of it does have to do with people being injured, and also the fact that they made a lot of new acquisitions in the offseason at O-line.
Right. So
it's going to take them time to match.
Wait. So, real quick.
So their O-line's still pretty much trying to gel together, because it's still the beginning of the season. So we don't know what or how, but they definitely added. I think they added one lineman from the Bucks. I think it's Alex Kappa, and he might be like one of their best O-linemen right now, because John Williams has been looking like shit.
Our pass rush needs to step the fuck up this week.
They have to, and release Bryce Huff, please, because I don't know why he hasn't been playing.
Or like trade him.
All I know is
I thought he'd have a good season.
Bryce Huff, rhyme. Hey, Justin, guess what? You know what Bryce Huff rhymes with?
John Manziel.
Do you know? No.
I'm just gonna go ahead and remove Justin from this call. We're gonna
no. The answer, he deserves the answer now more than ever. Dude, it rhymes with Darren Ruff. How does that make you feel?
Darren Ruff. All right, Justin, you got to unmute yourself, because I just muted you. for saying
I'm back.
Yo, but no, to your point, Mo, Hecker and I were talking about this. We're like, wow, like, so week 1, the promise was in the defense, and they look good against a high profile offense, certainly a better offense than the Browns, besides running backs, but and then this week it was the opposite. It was the offense that looked good, albeit like in the later portion of the game. So you would think with the Bengals struggling, right, protecting Joe Burrow, and it's amazing that man can get up and like still throw a football without like being like shaking.
Because it looked like he got killed like 20 times last week.
Dude, Eli would get hit like that twice in like a first quarter of a game. You're like, all right, so this is like 5 interceptions minimum, like, right? And like, we're getting blown out
at least.
But yeah, this would be the game to do that, because you guys fared against them well last year. I know, that doesn't mean
we beat them last year with Mike White. I think there is an advantage here a little bit. But
who's on Garrett Wilson this week? Who's on Garrett Wilson this week? Is it
Eli Apple?
Or will he be covering more? I think I
hope it's Eli Apple. But look at it the other way. Who's on Jamar Chase? Sauce?
Yeah,
I think
DJ had a good fucking game.
DJ Reed's been playing his ass off. He is looking good.
Yeah, I feel like DJ Reed might get Jamar Chase, or Sauce might get T. Higgins. Or they'll probably
I like that.
It would make more sense. It would make more sense just because of like height differential, but they don't switch corners, so they just play whoever's there.
Yeah, they just play like whatever side.
Whatever side. Yeah.
I think I think they need to stray away from that cover 3 a little bit and play some man to man with their corners because they're good too. But
I would love to see that.
We got to take a commercial break, sanctioned by Anchor. Fuck you, and we will be right back.
Oh man, it's Bungles game.
Yeah,
we won't.
I don't know what to expect from this Bungles game, to be honest.
I have no idea. No idea. No.
Trevoro's gonna get the ball off in like 1 second.
Yeah. Right.
So by the way, I'm looking at a tier list right now. In Tier Maker, there are 4 tiers: GOAT, Elite, Good, and Bozo. And there's only 2 people in the GOAT category is Alex Ovechkin. There's no one in Elite. There is no one in Good, and Sidney Crosby is in the Bozo tier.
I love it. That's facts.
I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this for fucking cunts we hang out with.
I am fucking hyped for this NHL season, man.
Where's the bread man? Where's the bread man?
We don't talk about him here.
We don't talk about Mohawk Man.
I talk about him.
We'll talk about him.
I'm gonna go smoke some weed out of Jessica Kleinschmidt real sick, and then you want to start again when we're back?
Yeah. Ready?
Do it.
Smoke.
You got 3
weed.
minutes.
3 minutes. Everyone look at the meme.
We everyone just some.
Did we decide what the cover photo is going to be?
I don't think we've officially decided yet.
I say that it should be.
I think we should just make a collage and put all 4 of them in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's Instagram. You don't have to limit yourself to one. So
let's just make a collage.
We're gonna make a collage. We're gonna make a collage of the picture. The pictures of the fans. Garrett Wilson yelling at the kid.
Because when Paul said that gave me Des Bryant vibes, I was like, oh my god,
that's my favorite picture of like the close up of Dez's face without the helmet. He's got his hands on his head, and it just says Paul reversed under it. I don't know.
We should fucking Rich. We should put Rich and me.
I was dying in the middle. Paul said that shit.
Yeah, that was good.
I looked it up and put it side to side, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Actually,
we should
need to do.
We should just put all the collages of like the Browns fans on the Hacker. What's the saddest looking
put the
album?
One with where it says like happy endings aren't illegal. We should put that one on there too.
Yo, Browns fans are wild.
Dude, no, we should make that'd be
they're really disgusting.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, actually, I just thought of the best one. I'm gonna need to like borrow Photoshop, but you should take that picture. Happy endings aren't illegal, and then put Garrett Wilson's face over that picture of Trump where he's just like wrong. I think that would be a big hit.
I saw a good one. It was that stupid elf that they have at midfield now, but it's just like a picture of Garrett like catching a football. Like
it should be him like just. I wish he had a selfie with the elf.
I really did enjoy Pardon My Take on the commute home, and how they were just they're like, when you put an elf out there and like his ball security looks bad. You know, he's not like really running like, you know, the correct way when they're analyzing the Elf's body language, and that's why they fucking lost, because they did shit like that.
I was just gonna say like they just came up short, like the Elf.
Hey. Nice one.
Honestly, Wilson should have fucking danced on the Elf. I know that shit's frowned upon, but it's 5 seconds left. Fuck it.
He should, man. It was his return to the state of Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. Yo,
he caught his first career touchdown. He caught the game touchdown pass. Really, I'm gonna start
MVP of the fucking game.
I'm gonna start recording again, actually, because I need to get some shit off. But you know, he started to you know, really, like, him doing that turned so much around potentially for the season. Because I mean, we were at, like, look, if the Jets didn't win this game, even if they just lose 30-24, you know, we're probably going, you know, if the Jets say the Jets don't recover that onside kick, Garrett Wilson doesn't score that touchdown, we're probably sitting here and we're probably talking about how the Jets lost 30-24, but it really wasn't as close as the score made it look like. You know, we were just lucky to get a backdoor cover on the spread. And then we're looking at going to week 3 at Cincinnati with half the fan base probably already checked out. Nobody showing up to MetLife, and most of the people showing up to MetLife being Bengals fans. You know, now that we're 1-1, we have a pulse, and MetLife should be bumping this Sunday. It should be It should be more bumping than it was for the opener. I mean, me and Justin were both there, and really the crowd was nothing special. We should for like a 9/11 home opener.
Exactly. Notation for later. We should like rank the top 5 1-1 teams, like, you know, a little later before picks or something. But yeah, I mean, okay, so I was observing, like, you know, the commentary of Browns fans, and the great thing about Browns fans is they will never, like, for the most part, argue. They won't be like, oh, fuck you, Jets fans. They will just like participate in the self-misery. Like, you know, like they have no, like, you know, they've gone through this so much that there's no like leg to stand on where it's like, oh, well, you know, you're the Jets, blah, blah, blah. They're just, it's more like, you know, it's more like Giga Chad, like just being like, we know what our situation is. I will say this. I observed many Browns fans being like, this is the worst loss I've ever seen. And I'm like, okay, but and they're like, no, like literally, like this is the worst. And I've seen many a case where different teams across different sports or different things happening where you could hear the boos like violently over the TV. That I like, dude, when that game ended, it was like, I like felt the chill. I was like, dude, imagine being like someone on the Browns
silent
and
just feeling those vibrations of your entire fan base booing you, like,
yeah, and it's entirely deserved.
Yes, it definitely is. Definitely 100%. They fucked the game up.
Did you guys hear that podcast I was talking to you about, where they went like they started the podcast live, like
the
2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes before the game ended. And they were like, yeah, the Browns, we're 2-0. We're going into the season. Oh, they were all hyped. And then, like, a minute later, all you hear is, oh, my God, Corey Davis just scored a 65-yard touchdown. And after that, it was the funniest shit I've ever heard. I was dying for a good, like, 20 minutes.
For that shit. Don't even do not get me started on Jeff Lloyd, man. The no talent.
Well, apparently he's still a Jets fan, but he just works for Lockdown Browns. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is
I was following his. I follow his Twitter, and to me, it looked very much like he was rooting for the Browns during that game.
Well, he predicted the Browns to win.
Does Lloyd have 2 L's in his name? Because honestly, I feel like the Browns lost twice in those 2 minutes.
They sure did. Yeah, no, but don't even get me started on that guy. He was a Jets fan, and the second Locked On.
Because apparently he's like an analyst or something.
Yeah. The second Locked On Sports comes around, he's just like, oh no, the Jets have never actually existed to me. I'm a Browns fan, and
fuck out of here. Gotta stay true. Gotta stay true.
Just
like fucking Bieniemy stayed a Dolphins fan, even though he worked at the Jets. Shit,
no,
I should get him. He's on the Houston. He's on Houston now. I should get Jeff Lloyd on the podcast for like Friday just to recap the Browns.
Yo, he's definitely friends with that kid that we saw at that preseason game in what was it, 2012, Chris Hecker. So my uncle gave us tickets to the last Jets preseason game in 2012, 2013, something like that. Jets Giants, and we see a kid in an Eli. Was it an Eli Manning jersey and a Jets hat, or was it like a Sanchez jersey and a Giant hat?
Wait, no, dude, it's worse than any of that. It was a Tim Tebow jersey and a Giants.
Oh yeah. I guess my brain, like, tried to erase that part, and now it's unlocked. Jesus Christ.
He wasn't raised well. He was not raised properly.
I don't think he was raised.
God knows what that kid's up to now, 10 years later.
Oh, dude, there was a picture of him at a baseball game. He had the Judge jersey, but with Judge's name on the back and a Mets hat. And honestly, the most offensive part is that the name of the jersey was there. Like, yeah, we don't know who 99 is on the Yankees. No clue.
Spend your money how you want, but don't buy a fucking Yankees jersey with a name on the back.
With a name. Yeah, no. That is 100%. I'm not a Yankees fan, but yeah, no. If I got a Yankees jersey, can't be a name on there.
Yeah, when I was 14, I had an A-Rod jersey with the name on the back. That's probably like the most herb shit I've ever done.
Bro, my favorite jersey.
You know what the greatest thing is? Like, I had the Tino Martinez jersey, 24, and then everyone just thought it was Gary Sanchez like 15 years later.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah, soon enough.
Keep the jersey. It's now Sanchez's jersey.
Well, now
he's gone now. So.
We traded him for Josh Donald Trump. Yeah. Anyway, on to Cincinnati. So
yes,
yeah.
I don't know how you guys are feeling. I feel the more I'm not super confident that we're going to beat the Bengals, especially with because they're going to come out pressing. They're definitely not looking to start their season 0-3. And I still think, they are a very good, very dangerous team. Obviously the Super Bowl losing hangover has been real so far, and they definitely have don't have their shortage of issues. Which I think does make this a winnable game for the Jets. I'm not super confident that they're going to. I think
we have receipts.
Yeah, keep them receipts. I'm keeping receipts too.
Even from last year.
Gino doesn't.
Mike White will have receipts on the sideline. There will not be a second Mike White game, or maybe there will be. Who knows? You never know.
What if Joe Flacco gets injured and you guys are down like 13?
This is what I was explaining. Joe Flacco,
the second
AFC North, first 4 games. He's played them how many times in his career?
Plenty. But
and how many times has he lost to the Bengals?
But they're all revamped, other than the Steelers. The Steelers are still kind of the basic same team. That's the only AFC North team that's still kind of the same.
Steelers are also losing. They lost TJ Watt.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
The fire of their defense.
It's kind of crazy how for the Steelers duct taping a giant rate.
What?
Now,
Paul, you're in
their mid-20s.
What? You keep cutting out. You cut out.
Oh shit! Couldn't really hear anything you just said.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say this more calmly and elegantly. It's kind of weird how for the Steelers that duct taping the joints of a giant rapist was more successful at the quarterback position than like their two young quarterbacks right now. So there's that. But yeah, no, I mean the AFC North is like a former shell of themselves, right? I think that the
it's
Ravens,
wild because they all lost this week.
Yeah,
the Ravens are the most consistent team.
Oh my god!
I do think it's kind of like this is gonna sound stupid because it is, but I'm going with it anyway. I don't give a fuck. So there being less film on what the Jets do well on defense is probably good because now if they get their shit together, you'll probably like overwhelm Joe Burrow. And I say that based on like, dude, every time I've looked at any live Bengals game the past 2 weeks, it's like, oh, Joe Burrow's dead. Joe Burrow's dead. He's dying. It's like, getting his ass beat. So I will say this. What do you think is the minimum amount of, sacks that, or maybe not sacks, but like
or
pressures
quarterback pressures? Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I think we should be pressuring him all game. From the first
I think
drive.
Carl Lawson's going to try to have a revenge game.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Carl Lawson needs to come out strong.
Carl Lawson needs to come out for blood this game because really the first few games he's been pretty quiet. He really hasn't done much.
He has. He's had half a sack.
But right now he's put in a position where the Jets we have a fire underneath ourselves. And Lawson can bring the defense to another level if he reaches his Pro Bowl skills again.
The fire was lit. Like a fire marshal move. Let me tell you something. Can you let him?
I also do apologize because I just totally asked what the minimum.
I mean, I'd expect at least 3 to 4 sacks with their O-line.
I think you should be hitting like
3.
Yo, I said at least. This is the minimum.
At least 4.
3 to 4.
If Bryce Huff is there, because Bryce Huff makes that pressure, and I feel like he's underrated. I could see that happening, especially with like everyone healthy. Quinnen's going to be out there with Carl, and the O-line is looking not good for the Bengals.
Not good at all.
It's looking worse. It's looking way worse, and that's where they need to dominate. That's where they need to dominate.
This is the game. This is the game to get our D-line fucking confidence up there. Because
this is where they need to capitalize.
Would hit another level. I thought our pass rush would hit another level this season. It hasn't yet, but this is the game where it can.
You got 15 weeks to go though.
Yeah, I hope it's hopefully
that's fine because that fire streak, you never know when you light that fire and you go on the street.
Right.
You never know.
Let me ask my question in a more professional gambling matter. Over under 5.5 sacks for the Jets this week.
5.5 is a good number.
And you're saying for this game?
Yes, for this game, 5.5.
I'm gonna say under. I'm under.
Ooh.
I'm taking the under. I fear.
You're taking the under too?
Yeah.
I want the over. I want the fucking over.
I'm gonna go with Justin
because I feel like it'll be 5. I feel like it'll be 5.
Yo, this is the game. This is the game where it's gotta happen though. Like we're facing a shitty O-line.
I feel like it should happen, but like I don't know. Like I just until I see the Jets something like that, I just am not going to believe they're capable of doing that.
Didn't it happen last season? We got them like 7 times.
Would you say that? Would you say that same thing about 13 points in less than 2 minutes, though? I think you would, right?
Let me see.
No one saw that coming.
That's like a once in 2,229 game occurrence, and it only happened.
I thought.
Well, you never know. You never know now.
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say that's only a once in 2022 years since Jesus Christ died occurrence.
Basically, yeah.
For the Jets.
Yeah, basically, it's once in Jesus's lifetime occurrence.
Yeah.
Of 2000 years.
I don't know if God's real or not, but I do know that when Jesus was watching all the sins that he was about to die for, he saw those Browns fans like celebrating. Deshaun Watson was like, "Yo, fuck these dudes. Yo, I'm gonna make them blow this lead. Like, I'm gonna, kind of like abuse my power here."
Also, Jesus had Chubb on his fantasy team too.
So last year, the Bengals allowed 3 sacks from us.
Only 3 last year.
Only 3. Well, that's 3, but it should double now because their O-line looks worse. So that would be 6, right?
And your D-line should be better.
But
our D-line I think it is better.
Our D-line 100% should be better. But
they're warming up.
Like we were saying
they're warming
earlier,
up because we added a lot on the D-line.
Same with their O-line, though. The O-line hasn't meshed yet. So maybe
the O-line,
this is a game where
there's only like 1 piece that we've added. Well, 2.
Oh, no. Bengals O-line.
Oh, Bengals O-line?
Yeah, Bengals O-line hasn't
Let me
meshed
check out
yet.
Bengals O-line from this year and last year.
They've had changes, but they haven't been able to protect Joe yet. If they can protect Joe this game, I'll be tight.
And that was against the Cowboys, and I don't even think the Cowboys are that great, to be honest with you.
Nah.
Oh, the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, that's it?
I
don't think
he's a little overrated.
Micah Parsons is overrated? No, I don't think so.
A little bit. Look, man.
I don't think so. I think Micah Parsons is legit.
He's very good at reading defense. I'll give him that.
Yes.
I just think I think people are.
Main concern for the matchup against the Giants, I believe.
The who?
Parsons be concerned. Giants.
He
very heavily based on Daniel Jones. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. I think Mike is going to get at y'all this week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The concern is Micah Parsons, and it is heavily based on his talent in combination with Daniel Jones getting flustered. I do think that it literally is in DJ's hands, which is like the scary part because everything else is looking good on the Giants. It's Daniel Jones going through progressions that is the worrisome. If he doesn't get option 1, option 2, it's kind of like, okay, what the fuck's about to happen? This is alarming. But yeah, I do think like Cowboys, even if Dak were playing the football game, I do think that like they're kind of just like on the come down from what they were supposed to be. Jerry Jones is pretty much just like, oh yeah, Ezekiel Elliott's still a top back, blah blah blah. This will work, it's fine. And it's not for them. It really isn't. The Giants would fucking win this game. I will say, not to take over the whole thing, fucking Wink Martindale is a fucking god, dude. Kayvon out, Ojulari out, fucking
he knows his shit.
Still doing work on D.
Yeah, Robinson is out, so our corner 2
is Thibodeau coming back yet?
He should. It's still up in the air. I would say
I want to watch that motherfucker play.
I know.
Yeah, so do I, dude. Believe you me.
I'll still say that Jeff Ulbrich is not a god. He is quite the opposite of a god, Jeff Ulbrich. I think he kind of sucks, and I think he needs to go.
I think the best replacement for him, at least somebody that's available, is probably Chris Richard. And I know he was with the Cowboys and the Seahawks when Saleh was on the Seahawks. That might be the best connection. And he was a defensive coordinator too. So
fucking call Greg Williams back. He did nothing wrong.
He did his job and just got blamed for it.
Yeah. Speed kills. Wasn't Wink Martindale wasn't he our coordinator at one point? Or am I just thinking about Marty Morningwig?
No, it was not Wink Martindale.
Okay, we never had Wink Martindale, so I'm totally just like Marty.
He was on the Ravens for a while.
Very similar. So is Marty.
With the pass rush hurting a little with the absences, and it should be fine once they come back. And again, Robinson's out, so we don't have a solid cornerback too. Still holding receivers to like 60 yards. No progression from any of the team's tight ends. Granted, it's the Titans and fucking Panthers, and Baker Mayfield stinks, but yeah, dude, it's the defense will be fine. And they will continue to be fine because as long as we keep up drives and aren't just having three and outs, they won't get as tired as they have been. I'm a firm believer the past 2 seasons that the Giants are, they had an above average defense that looked like shit because Daniel Jones would just be like, oh, well, turnover, 3 and out. And, that's the first step. So I'm excited about this Cowboys game. I just need maybe Daniel Jones not to throw some red zone interceptions. Just all I ask for, dude. Just hit your fucking guy or give it to Saquon. I don't care.
Watch Cooper Rush come out here and ball.
No.
Wait,
This is the part of the programming that's only for our premium tier subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please turn off the stream now. I'm going to eat a cheesy gordita crunch on the air.
I just wanted
Cooper Rush.
Paul was finished with his Giants thing. Jahan Dotson. What did I say about him?
Jahan's been doing work.
Jahan's ahead of Garrett Wilson in the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's doing work.
He's in competition for Rookie of the Week with Garrett Wilson, but I'm giving it to Garrett Wilson.
No. Garrett got it this week. Garrett has it this week.
So petrified of Jets Twitter, they don't even show the the poll results when you vote on it anymore.
Yeah, they don't. They're like, yeah, fuck this. We don't even want them to get the satisfaction. We just give it
the 1 week they didn't even, the 1 week, I think it was the week against the Bucks, they didn't even include Zach Wilson on it because they're just like they just knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach Wilson deserved a third or fourth.
I was so fucking mad that they lost that fucking game.
Yeah, I think first of all,
I wouldn't even care if we had the 5th pick.
Carson Wentz is an excellent commie. It's not even the Washington Commanders, the Washington Commies. Very good distributor of the football to all his options. Gibson, Curtis Samuel, Dotson, Score, and McLaurin. Really just giving everyone a tutty each and being like, this is what the government has provided for you until I blow my knees in the field. And then,
that's what
these rookie wide receivers, I feel like, are very good.
Student loan.
They are. This was a good wide receiver class.
Hey, Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks.
I was going to say,
yes. I
Treylon Burks.
did.
Oh my God!
Breakout
Can we get
incoming.
double O on here to talk about Treylon Burks again because he didn't want Garrett Wilson?
Well,
we can get him on.
We need to get him on the pod immediately because I have questions.
Yeah. Well, look, Treylon Burks is going to break out, but the Titans kind of got their asses whooped by good defenses the past 2 weeks. Or I'll say this, an above average defense and then a almost perfect football team with Devin Singletary as the running back, and it doesn't matter.
Yo, fuck the Bills. Honestly, in all essence of football, fuck the Bills because they don't need a run game. They literally don't need a fucking run game to win games. I could be their running back. I could be their fucking running back, and they would still win fucking games.
And dude, you would score the same amount of fantasy points as Zach Moss.
You could be their center.
Yeah, yo, it's absurd. Fuck.
Yo, you starting Zach Moss or Justin Armstrong in the flex tonight because you're on a bye week and you need to.
You know what's wild is
Justin Armstrong.
I fucking picked up
Justin
Zach Moss
Armstrong
last week
off of waivers or like
fucking yo. I would take myself off waivers. I'll take the zero.
I'm putting Justin in the flex And if I have a double flex, I might put him in both.
He's the fullback and the running back.
Super flex. Fuck a quarterback.
I want double points. I'll bet. I like my odds.
Yo, question for you Jets fans. So
Yes.
obviously there are many years of facing the Patriots and their dominant teams. This Bills team, from what you've seen, knowing what they were capable of last year into this year, where does this rank amongst the scariest teams?
I think it's worse. I think it's worse than facing a fucking Bill Belichick, Tom Brady Patriots.
Yeah, because Josh Allen is like Tom Brady, but he can run you over too.
Yeah.
It is worse.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say Josh Allen like Tom Brady, but good.
I hope to God we beat the Patriots twice.
Oh, I think it's possible. I think that's
it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
All I'm hoping for is one win from each division team, and the Bills is going to be like, I have to suck somebody's dick to do that.
Yeah, do it.
It's one of those things though where
you have to suck Joe Namath's dick while he's sucking the devil's dick to get that one done.
Oh shit! I might as well just shoot myself in the head then.
This is
put on a wig, pretend you're Susie Colbert.
This is an ultimatum for sure for the Jets. Man, you can't sing. You can't do that thing like
Matrix.
Well, you're cutting out again,
defense, right? Because it might not.
Repeat.
Yeah, something's up with my phone. Okay, all right. Sorry. No, what I was gonna say was, the Jets can't do that. It's like we're gonna only focus on defense and to build for the years, like Rex Ryan era stuff, because the Dolphins offense and the Bills offense are way too good for, even if you had like the best defense in the league, it's not going to work in that division. Yeah, it really is like
right. Because look,
you can't do the ground and pound and we'll win some gritty game. It's not going to work like that. Like it's like, yo, you
right. Because look because we've been in 32 overall, and we've had the best run defense, and that hasn't done shit for us.
It's done nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. We've had the best run. We were the best run defense, and we were still the last
we were top 10 in run defense for like overall. A decade, and like our best record decade was like 6.
So I believe in Sal's whatever regimen he's running. He doesn't believe in the run defense. Like, you need that big nose stuffer. Fuck that.
Yeah,
because clearly it doesn't work.
But you gotta still stop the run to an extent.
No.
You can't
certainly do.
You do, you do, but not the way we've been doing it.
No,
it doesn't need to be your main focus. But honestly, like with the way our team is built now, if Zach Wilson is it at quarterback, if he is the guy, and there's no excuse for him not to be the guy. He has 2 wide receiver ones. He has 2 tight ends. He has, pretty deep running backs. He's got a pretty good O-line, and he's got good coaches too. Mike LaFleur is not a bad coordinator. Are there times where
well, the thing is with him, I feel like he's just experimenting sometimes, and he tries to get like a pickup of how he can test new stuff and not. So I feel like in the beginning of the season he tries that, and then when it comes like week 4, week 5, week 6, then he'll know what he needs to work with.
Last year it was the opposite. Last year I feel like he was way too conservative at the beginning of the year and really didn't know what he was doing. And then he started getting more creative and experimental as the year went on. But no, what I was saying was, and we got to get to another break here soon, but what I was saying was that, like, really, with the way our offense is built now, we're almost pretty set on offense. I think all we really need on offense,
is a left tackle.
We need a healthy left tackle, someone who is durable, and we need a center. Connor McCarthy in it. He had too many penalties on. get too many on
100%.
Sunday. And
Yeah, Conor McDermott.
he's kind of a shithead in general. So I think like we can actually, I think in order to compete and start winning, as long as the quarterback hits and everything, looks good there, I think we can invest in defense, to start like making a push, towards being a competitive team. But with that, we'll go to break, and then when we return, we can do. I guess we could do top 5 1-1 team power rankings, and then we can do the picks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this is all.
Yeah, this football season's been wild.
I
Enjoyable.
I feel like 80% of the games on Sunday were insane.
Yeah.
Our game.
Yeah.
Our game
Dolphins,
is for
Ravens,
one. Dolphins, Ravens was another one.
Cardinals,
Raiders.
Shit.
Yeah, I
There
know.
was another one too.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings on Sunday during the game in like the third quarter, and it was tied 17-17. And I saw a Jets fan there with a Curtis Martin jersey. I was like, yo,
Hey.
I was like having the deepest conversation with him. I'm like, yo, I was picking up my wings and shit, trying to jet back home. And I was like, yo, we are still in this shit. Don't worry. And I showed him my shirt. It was the Trust the Process since 1969. And he was like, that is the funniest shit I've seen. And he was sitting by himself. I felt bad. I should have just sat there with him and then just watched the game.
Yeah, you should have grabbed a beer and watched the win.
I should have just sat there with him, just watch it with him. I was like, damn. I should have just stayed there with him. I felt like an asshole.
Yo, since you went to B-Dubs, did you try?
I was like, there aren't. I did. That's what I got. That's what I picked up. I picked up the soft sauce, and it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't too bad. I thought everyone was just complaining, like, oh yeah, this is just around it. It was all right. It was a little spicy barbecue.
Nice.
All right. It's a little something. Shit.
Yeah.
I gotta try.
Wow. Look, man, I think if every week can be like the past 2 weeks, this fucking season's gonna be fucking great.
I hope so. I just want this Bengals win, and then I won't even care what happens next.
Can you imagine? We start 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
It's a nice ring.
Even 2-1 has a better ring to it than 0-3, because everyone thought, because that was a big win.
That was huge.
That was a huge win.
No one had us fucking winning.
No one. I wish I fucking bet on that fucking game. Holy shit! Imagine I put like $50 on the over and the spread
And the money.
Yeah, I mean that was my only regret was that I took the spread instead of the money line. I couldn't bring myself to bet the Jets money line, and truthfully, if I did bet Jets money line, we probably would have lost.
That's why I don't bet on the Jets.
That's probably smart. I'm gonna go grab my charger, and then we can resume play.
All right, so we're gonna rank the 1-1 teams.
Yep.
This is gonna be interesting because there is a lot of 1-1 teams.
Well, it's the top 5 for sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure like 70% of the teams are 1-1.
The Giants ain't.
No, sure.
Yeah, well, the Giants are the top 5 percenters.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's something I don't think anybody was ready for.
Well, dude,
and the Cowboys, they should be. I'm picking the Giants over the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys.
Don't worry, Paul. You'll be happy. I'm choosing the Cowboys.
Listen.
You see what he does? You see what he does?
I just posted a meme where it's like, it's a drawing of the Power Rangers, and they all have the logos of like the 2-0 teams, so like Chiefs and the Eagles and all that. and then it's like the Teletubby hand, and it's just like the Giants logo on their hand. See it on my Facebook right now.
That's good. That's fucking good.
Bro, also, like, the Yankees are beating the piss out of the Pirates again, and like I'm looking at the score. No homers from Judge, but it's just like every time like a run is in, it's like Aaron Judge scores. Aaron Judge scores. Like, yo, this man's gonna make $500 million, if not from us, from San Francisco, dude.
Yo, I'd be down for Judge leaving, but you know I'm not a Yankee fan.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm scared that Steve Cohen might like try and like snatch him.
Honestly, Judge should be a Yankee for life, but I feel like your manager's gonna fuck it up.
I mean, it's not going to be
if he does that. I won't even watch baseball anymore. I won't.
I don't think he would be able to like live in New York. He would have to be an owner in like another state, in like Kansas, where people don't know who he is.
Because look at it this way: what is Aaron Judge doing?
Work.
And exactly, and he's recruiting players that aren't doing shit.
The man wants to
it
be
makes
a Yankee.
no sense.
He just wants to be paid.
So
he just wants to be paid.
You have a homegrown player, and you're not going to pay him. So, like, what do you expect out of Aaron Judge next year? Like 40 home runs? Shit. Yeah. You don't think he can do that?
You'd be happy with that? Happy as fuck with that?
You don't think he could do that? Like, why the fuck would you not sign him?
Yo,
I don't give a fuck if it's 10 years, 450.
I don't know, but if he wants to stay in New York, he can come to the Mets.
Yeah, you can go fuck
yourself.
You
can suck a dick.
And with that, we will start recording again.
All right.
So we're gonna rank the top five.
Top five
teams in the NFL.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Looking at the 1-1 teams, top five, give me number one, Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, you know who I certainly think is?
I was saying Bears.
The Detroit Lions are 100% the best 1-1 team.
Oh my god!
Tell me I'm wrong.
I think you are wrong, but I'm gonna go with it.
No. The real 1-1 would have to be between either the Rams or Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens on that one.
Hey guys, the Colts are 1-1. Oh wait, no, I'm reading that incorrectly. My bad.
The Colts are 0-2. I don't care what the graphics. I don't care what the graphics say. The Colts are 0-2, and the Texans are also a 1-1 team.
Yo, side note, fuck the Colts, because they didn't announce that Pittman's gonna be out of the game literally until minutes before the fucking game. I still won my fantasy league that I had Pittman on, but
they're fucking assholes for that. The 49ers are a bunch of assholes for how they do the same thing with George Kittle, and the Cowboys are assholes for doing that with Dalton Schultz. Just a bunch of assholes. At least Robert Saleh might piss us off, but sometimes. But at least he tells us by Wednesday to Friday who's playing and who's not.
So you already know. That just reaffirms Nick Chubb being a fantasy football guy. He cares about us. I'm like, but here's what I'll say. First off, I thought for some reason with my brain that the Raiders were 1-1, but they're not apparently.
They're 0-2.
Fucking Cardinals came back and whooped that ass. Kyler Murray's fucking.
Did you see Kyler get smacked and try to test one dude?
Yeah, man.
In reality,
the fans, one of those fans smacked the shit out of him. He was like, "What the?"
In reality, the best 1-1 team is really the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah.
Ooh, are they 1-1? Oh yeah.
Yes. They are.
Oh,
yeah, okay. I'm gonna say it's still the Lions because I want to, because I'm in love with.
I think Chargers are 1-1.
Yeah, I mean,
number one
for me. It would go Lions, Chargers, fuck it, the football team.
You got the Ravens and Rams.
So give me
Ravens and Rams,
right?
baby. You got Super Bowl
Chargers,
champions.
The Ravens definitely
Ravens.
count.
Give me the Saints and give me the Lions as my top 5
Saints
1-1 teams.
I got
we're
Chargers, Ravens,
boat
Rams.
with the Lions,
Chargers, Ravens, Rams. First 3, easy first 3.
Chargers, Ravens, Rams, and I'm gonna say
Jets. Wait. Can I count the Colts as 1-1?
I waited for someone to do it.
The Colts are technically 1-1. They just 0-1.
Absolutely, no, they are not. They're technically they're
fuck no. They're 0-1. 0-1. They are technically 1-1
discussion
with no wins.
No,
just like the Texans.
I will even go to say that like because the Colts like tied it in garbage time in the first game and then put up nothing against the Jaguars. They should be 0-3. They should gain a lot.
Colts are worse than the Texans. Colts are worse than the Texans. At least the Texans were in the game.
The Texans won that game, and no one will tell me otherwise.
Matt Ryan's hair is the color of a senator that like has not like or a governor that has not acted on anything he's promised, and he's gonna lose the election with the Indianapolis Colts.
Probably.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Philip Rivers did nothing wrong. Also, speaking about that dude who smacked Kyler in the face, every day I believe that we learned that Ron Artest also did nothing wrong.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
100%. Ron doesn't never do anything wrong. Never.
No.
He acted just as anybody should have. 100%.
Oh my god!
I don't give a fuck.
The Falcons deserve to be 0-2.
The Falcons.
He said
Falcons are 0-2. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was just watching Marcus Mariota. Oh my god. He's over here.
He's pretty bad.
No, that team is Cordell Paris, and that's it.
Can we agree that the Denver Broncos are the worst 1-1 team, though?
Oh, I agree.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly. Their defense is overrated, and Russell Wilson is washed. That is, I think
Russell Wilson's been washed for the past like fucking 3 years.
No, he's really fallen off a cliff these first couple of games, though.
No, like these past like 4.5 months, like specifically.
I think this is all karma for like being a corny motherfucker and saying country, let's ride, and then that stupid video of him like, hey, you gotta yell, pass or run, let him know, pass or run, like you're running a fucking Pop Warner team, like dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I also think Sierra is like, why the fuck did you move us to Denver?
Sierra's
he's not getting any pink power at all. No pink power for Russell.
There's an
I'm sure Future is.
There's an alternate reality. There's an alternate reality where like, Gettleman and Joe Judge, like, people who don't understand how a salary cap or, organizing a team and they actually do successfully trade for Russell Wilson.
Like Mike McCagnon and Adam Gase.
And like, in this alternate reality, we have Kenny Golladay and Russell Wilson, and then no money for the next 15 years, and you guys just find me dead in a dumpster in like the back alleys of Pittsburgh because of this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
And apparently,
see what happens.
There is trade rumors about us trading Corey Davis by trade deadline.
4, 2.
I don't know what for or who to. Like, but hopefully to somebody that's retarded, and we get either
when you guys were saying Tua, I thought you were saying Tua, like we're just gonna trade Corey Davis for Tua straight up.
Thank God fucking what's it called? Thank God that.
Couldn't agree more.
What were we just talking about?
Tua.
Oh, Corey Davis getting traded.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, just thank God that Corey Davis actually held on to that football.
Could you imagine if he dropped that?
This definitely how they should run the offense because Corey Davis just needs to stay in the slot. He doesn't need to be outside anymore. He's
Yo.
like you can't rely on him. He just be in the middle. Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson out wide, and let the young guys do the job.
That would be great, but Corey Davis will get injured there. Then we can't trade him.
I gotta share,
maybe.
I gotta share my screen real quick to show you guys something, and then we can
Sure.
do the picks.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Levine is like the meme of the day because all of his horny messages have come to fruition. And there you go.
Adam Levine?
That is Adam Levine in Joe Douglas's DMs, talking about how hot he looks while he's crushing a high noon in the pool.
Dude. Oh, by the way, I want to point out.
I didn't know Joe Douglas had a Twitter. All right.
Breaking news: some scumbag on the Pirates just gave a 4-pitch walk to Judge, and the Giants are now beating the Giants/Jets are now beating the Steelers 14-2. You know, we got 2 tutties and a safety.
Judge didn't hit a home run, did he?
Pittsburgh.
It was like 11-2, and there was a 4-pitch walk to Judge. It was like the old school intentional walk, but you can't do that anymore. So they didn't say point to first, but this dude threw it like 5 feet off the plate, and now it's 14-2.
They gave him Barry Bonds treatment, I assume. That's
I see we're putting up 8 runs.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's man. I love Barry. He deserves being a fucking Hall of Fame. The man's a fucking monster.
Barry Bonds where's the best baseball player of all time?
Yes, 100%.
For anyone who disagrees, where is Francisco Cervelli's like 700?
You're wrong.
Homers? I don't see them. I don't see Melky Cabrera's 800 homers.
I see it this way. I see it this way. All right, everybody else, ETC, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire taking steroids. Barry Bonds said, "Fuck it, I should take some too."
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Could you imagine being at the top of your game and then you have these bums like, oh yeah, no, I'm better than you just because they're taking fucking juice? Nah, stop it.
Honestly, I feel like everybody should just take fucking steroids. I don't give a fuck. Fucking just do it.
Just don't kill anybody
and
on the
whoever
field.
Performs the best.
I'm surprised there's not like a Russian league for washed players that just inject them with steroids and maybe some other things that aren't necessarily legal and just be like, all right, like, our 9th hitter is like, fucking hitting 464, like, 70 home runs.
But honestly, for baseball, I feel like juicing isn't that big of a fucking deal because if you can't hit the ball, you're not gonna fucking hit the ball.
But Justin, why should
Bengals
honest players like Derek Jeter have to shrink their ball sack?
He brings up a valid.
All right,
that is a valid point.
free D Hops. The Cardinals need him, dude.
Oh, D Hops. Cardinals certainly do. Because Kyler.
I think everyone in the NFL should use steroids too. Who cares?
Well, there'd be too many deaths on the field. I'm sorry. Them niggas are wild.
Yeah, we can't have that. We have to have them. We have to have them. Yeah, can't have that on national television. They need to specifically die of brain damage like 15 years later.
I can't stand Justin.
Off camera.
All right, go ahead. Can we do these picks, please?
Yeah,
I'm anxious now.
Yeah, let's do these damn picks. Mo, you got the spreadsheet, right? Justin,
yes, I got the spreadsheet up.
Quick side note. Is Pujols going to hit 700?
Yes, because he's on G.
I hope so. So.
MLB is delivering the most juice balls to.
Yeah, to him.
Dude, as soon as he hits 700, they're going to be like, okay, we're good now. And he's going to go like 0 for 27. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, fuck the
Here first.
stupid money laundering organization.
All right.
Judge on 4 pitches. Picks time. You got the
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
First game.
So we got 8. We got 8 games in the stash. We're gonna start with the first game.
Yeah,
2-0,
week
baby.
3 picks.
2-0.
Week 3 picks. We know Justin's 2-0. So first game, which is Thursday night. It is the Steelers and Browns.
I got the Steelers. I don't care. I don't care how bad they've looked.
I got the Steelers too.
It's the fucking Browns.
Yo, Browns are coming out with a vengeance behind Jacoby Brissett. So it's a tiny vengeance. But the Steelers,
I just want them to win so that they have confidence and we beat them in week 4.
I think it comes down to, can Mitch Trubisky or Kenny Pickett, depending on what type of media you consume in Pittsburgh.
I don't know what
can they throw a ball?
They're not going to start Kenny Pickett. They're not going to start Kenny Pickett. I can guarantee that.
Wait, can they what?
I think Kenny Pickett's first start might very well be against the New York Jets in week 4.
I think so.
If that's
that'd be against Zach Wilson.
It's the first time he comes in to a game. Like, I think,
dude, that's not a good time. That's not a good time.
At some point, week 4 is when Trubisky will get benched.
That's not a good sign either, because the last time a rookie came out when a starting quarterback got injured, it was Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, we know. I know.
It never works out well.
You don't gotta remind me.
So keep Joe Flacco in the game because he knows how to play against the Steelers, and he's beaten them a few times. So that's why I say keep him against the AFC North, take care of that shit, and let Zach get dusted against the Dolphins. I don't care if we lose.
I care if we lose that game. We gotta win fucking division games here.
Yeah, we do. But
I care very much.
I don't know if it's gonna be that game.
Yeah, I mean, even without Watt and they're missing pieces on defense, I think that's too overwhelming for the Browns. And I do think Mitch Trubisky can throw a football to a man who has no one within 60 feet of him on all sides in the final 2 minutes.
I think he can hand the football off to a Nick Chubb. Or not a Nick Chubb, to a Najee Harris.
Yeah.
He just goes.
All right, so Browns, Justin's Browns, and Paul is Steelers.
I'm the only one taking the Browns.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all a bunch of Pittsburgh homers here, I guess.
Yeah, we got to play a little more conservative since you're 2-0, Justin. So we got to be reasonable.
Although the Browns are favored this game, so Justin might be the reasonable one.
Are they favored?
They're 4 point.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
want
to take them.
If they still have that elf on there, then you might lose.
Yeah, I'm counting on the elf. I think that
Brownie the elf.
I'm rooting for
Brownie.
Wait, is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because the guy who thought of it was on edibles.
I've never been that gone.
This might be the most intense game. Bills Dolphins.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. First defeat for the Bills. I'm going Dolphins.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm not going to. I think that the Bills' dominance is going to continue.
I thought you were gonna say I'm not picking this game.
Yeah. Well, I left it off the list for a reason, but then you pointed out it was a pretty good game worth picking.
Listen, man.
I thought it was interesting.
But yeah,
imagine being like,
I'm taking the
Stephon Diggs.
I'm taking the Bills. Hector's taking the Bills.
The Bills have owned the Dolphins the past few years too.
Man, you know what? I feel like the Dolphins might win this game.
That's what I was gonna say was they have 2 Stephon Diggs on each side of the field.
Yeah.
But they don't
need to play defense.
They don't have a job.
There's quite a I know Tua's looked good and all through these past past couple of games.
But it's not really him. It's the wide receivers are him.
Yeah, but Josh Allen, is him, and
Josh Allen is him.
That's going to be the difference.
Here's what I think might happen,
the defense
dude.
is going to be the Bills. I think the difference is going to be the Bills' defense. Von Miller has been looking like old school Von Miller.
They're
absolutely wild.
I think that
that is one thing.
In the spirit of those douchebag Bill fans that live in our town, where like they got mad, again, like that Jaguars game last year, where they lost, and Hecker was like, yeah, maybe don't like
maybe like 6 points against the Jaguars or something.
Yeah, because they were complaining about a penalty. They were like, you like the Jets because he pointed out that like if you're within 3 points of the Jags, you probably deserve to lose. Yeah, I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but I'm saying that's definitely going to happen.
I know more ball than both of those fucking losers, by the way.
True.
But yeah,
Bills.
The Bills are 6.5 point favorites this game, and I think I would take the Bills on the spread. I think their dominance continues.
Okay. So am I the only one?
Oh, you're taking Bills, right?
I want to
take the Dolphins.
I want to take the Dolphins.
You're taking Dolphins?
Okay. Yeah.
I can't take the Dolphins.
All right.
All right. Me and Paul on the same page.
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
Mo, you're
next
taking
game.
Too?
Yeah, I'm taking Dolphins too.
All right. What's the next game?
Lions, Vikings.
Lions.
Oh,
yeah,
Sun God continues his dominance.
I didn't even think about this yet.
I gotta take the Vikings on this one. I know Kirk Cousins is a bum, but this is gonna be one of his good games.
It's not prime time, so you should be good.
It's gonna be one of
Justin,
his
you could have just ended it like that. I'm gonna pick the Vikings. Kirk Cousins is a bum. No further explanation.
Lions.
Yeah, I think I'm taking the Vikings too because I think Justin Jefferson is going to finally go up.
I don't know. I got on my fantasy team, so
podcast.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense now.
So
Paul, who you got?
Paul's taking
Lions for sure.
You said Lions?
Yeah.
He said
Lions.
Who is apparently the Sun God is now Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is deep Robbie Anderson as the Sun God. I'm not sure how.
So Amon-Ra has been the Sun God for years. It was like one of the first religions. So
So what you're saying is Robbie Anderson stole it from Amon-Ra.
Yeah, well, no. What I'm saying is, Amon-Ra St. Brown was there when all the frogs from the plague went into Mike and Cecil's studio. Okay.
Deep in Egyptian culture.
Okay, my God. All right, next game is the Rams Cardinals.
Oh, that's gonna be a good fucking game. I think.
I'm taking the Rams. I don't trust Kyler Murray anymore.
I will pick.
He got lucky.
But I'm not going to.
Kyler Murray is so bad.
Yeah,
but when he has to play hero ball, he's so good.
Yeah, that's the wild thing about him. Hero ball.
No way he watches film. He definitely did not start either.
Yeah.
He got rid of the clause in his contract. He was like, all right, bet. I'm just keep doing it.
You need to watch these. You need to watch game tape. Fuck that.
I think
you need to do homework.
I think the Rams.
This ain't college. I didn't come here to play school.
I think the Rams have 6 top-tier players, and then like no one else, and a bunch of broads is too much for Kyler to handle.
Could be. Wait, is everyone taking the Rams except me? I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking the Cardinals on this one.
Justin, do you believe in Dortch?
In a row, fading all of our picks. I'm a fan of Greg Dortch.
I just think the Rams are gonna fuck it up, or Kyler's gonna get a chance to win it at the end of the game. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Next game is. This is a. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say maybe he'll win it on another 3-year 2-point conversion. where I can like take a shit and come back and the play's still happening.
Probably.
All right, this is the 5th game we got here. It is the Packers versus Bucks at Bucks.
Ooh.
I got the Bucks.
Two elite wash quarterbacks.
Oh man,
One of them on drugs, one of them on like some bullshit protein shake. Who you got?
Both have mushrooms in it.
I got the one that's
I'm taking
on the
protein
Bucks.
shake, no mushrooms. Tom Brady looking more and more like a reptilian these days.
Yes,
I'm taking him,
but he ain't. He's got no wide receivers this game, right?
Neither does Aaron Rodgers.
Packers.
No, Rodgers has no wide receivers all season.
Rodgers just has no wide receivers ever.
Yeah, but Brady
Honestly,
lost
the Packers
Evans.
trade for Corey Davis.
Yo, I'd be down for that.
We could just meet him in Green Bay after the game. 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks anyway because
me and Hecker got the Bucks.
I mean, aren't they still gonna have? What are you talking about? No weapons. He's gonna have Cole Beasley. They just signed him. What's the deal? Is
he even still on a
Chris
team?
Godwin? Is he?
They just picked up Beasley.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
they signed him.
Yo, here comes Wes Welker 2.0.
They picked up crackhead Cole Beasley.
Here comes Wes Welker 2.0 for him. It's
right, Scotty Miller.
Bullshit.
Scotty Miller.
No, that's like Wes Welker. That's Wes Welker like 100.25.
Yeah.
Are you telling me throw Rogan versus?
I'm pretty sure Cole Beasley smokes meth before the game.
Yeah, man. That's the only vaccine he needs. It kills all the children.
Yeah.
Well, I think Godwin will play this game, right? He's like,
he might.
Is Godwin back?
Yo,
I don't.
He might play.
Russell Gage is probably going to have like a shit ton of.
And he played last game. I know he played last.
Harry.
I'm taking the Bucks on this one only because I don't know. I can't even give justification for it because Aaron Rodgers still looks good with nobody around him. It's absurd. He's making Sammy Watt fucking look good again. Like, nah. The Bucks got it. Bucks on their defense. That's why. There we go. I got a reason.
Yeah, Todd Bowles.
Todd. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I mean, really, the Bucks defense is making Todd Bowles is making Tom Brady's job a lot easier.
Yeah,
he just kind of stays out of the way and lets him, do what he can. And but that defense is pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, funny how he's always done that.
Yeah, it works a lot better when not Ryan Fitzpatrick is your quarterback.
Paul, that's
all Tom Bowles needed.
He's
an elite quarterback.
Vampire Lord Tom Brady against would defeat Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Yeah, so Bucks across the board.
Bucks across the board. All right. Now we got I believe this is the 6th game.
Yeah.
Well, in our picks, and it's the Niners against the Broncos.
Ooh, give me the Niners. Jimmy G coming back.
Yeah.
I think the offense is going to run a lot more smoothly. Actually,
I like the Niners.
I think that Russell Wilson's a washed little bitch, and I think the Niners are gonna open up his ass.
Yeah, give me the quarterback who's had sex in the past 2 years.
Give me the quarterback that doesn't watch his wife get fucked by other guys. Although,
all right, Niners across the board. I'm assuming.
Wait, what's that?
Because I know Justin. I know Justin's not gonna pick Russell Wilson.
I kind of want to.
Yeah, I know you
I don't
don't.
want to, but
You kind of want to.
I want to. I really.
All right. You can take it.
Do you want to or do you not want to?
I already put you as Broncos.
You know,
so
fuck
next
it.
game.
I'm taking the Broncos. I'm taking them.
Taking the Broncos.
All right.
Taking them.
Now we're
Russell's
in
gonna show
Paul
some.
territory.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Russell. Let's go, Russell. Show me.
All right.
Show me
Now
something.
we got the Monday night game.
All right.
We got the Monday night game, which
the last
is
game we do before we go to break, and then we'll come back for Jets.
For the Jets. Oh yeah. All right.
okay.
But
Now we got the Cowboys and Giants.
Yo, here's what I'm gonna tell you. There's a new man with a big fucking sack in town. His name is Brian DeBall. And
yes.
Cowboys wouldn't know anything about having a fucking nutsack. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I like the Giants in here.
Yeah, give me the Giants too.
All right.
I like the Giants.
Justin,
I already told
New York Football Giants.
I already told you I'm taking on this one, Paul.
I need you to
Cooper
say
Rush.
out loud.
Yeah, you're taking the Cowboys.
Cooper Rush. Taking
Yeah,
Cooper Rush.
Appreciate you, buddy.
White
I really thank you for
Yeah,
no.
already.
Yeah. They're gonna pull this one out their ass.
Cowboys.
No. Yeah.
I don't need to hear that shit. Because I need people to make fun of at work.
Yes. And especially after, if the Jets win and then the Cowboys lose, Tuesday morning will be a great time.
I'll be in heaven.
We're gonna take one last quick break. We'll be back to pick the Jets and wrap the thing up.
Yes.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Don't be scared.
That's something I don't do.
Safe. Yeah, I know. Me either.
It seems like there's only going to be a couple of games that can be a tiebreaker for us because I feel like a lot of us were either divided or like clean sweep, you know?
Shit. If I win again, look.
Justin wins again.
If I win again, I took the Broncos and the Cowboys. Those are some two big upsets, but I believe. Yo, Russell has to have a good game this fucking season, right? Why not week 3?
Not week 3. He'll wait till October when Denver actually starts to feel like Seattle.
Listen, man, dude, are they playing Denver or?
It is in Denver, I believe.
Yo, like Russell's gonna be like at his house, and Jimmy G is like gonna be leaving high as fuck, like eyes and color as the Niners jersey. Like, hey, bro, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I just brought you a gift basket, and goes in, and his kids or future's kids rather will be like, Daddy, Mom, and man were playing a weird game. They were yelling at each other.
Yeah, Russell's a cornball. I don't know how you could be a celebrity raising.
Dude, I would actually buy a Jimmy G jersey if he fucked both, Future and Russell Wilson's wife. Like if he had that accolade, this warrants me like spending money towards your name.
Nope. But Jimmy, this is gonna be the game where Jimmy G shows why they wanted to get rid of him.
No. I believe this is the game that shows Bill Belichick is old and doesn't know what he's doing, like letting a man of that caliber go.
It was Brady's choice.
It always was. Do you think that the Pats would be better at this moment in time if?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, Jimmy G stayed.
They had Jimmy G instead of McDonald Jones.
They would be marginally better. Yes.
Definitely. They could have fucking built around Jimmy G rather than fucking
The only game that would have been worse for them is the
Yeah.
snow game, because Jimmy G would have been like, fuck this pussy shit. I'm throwing a fucking Hail Mary. It's Sub-Zero temperatures.
They should have just kept Trey Lance sitting and watching Jimmy G.
Yeah, the Niners should have.
He clearly, even last year, you saw he wasn't ready in the first game this year.
All right, Trey, so what you're going to want to do is, like, all right, so Russell's out getting groceries. We're going to start with a bit of foreplay on Sierra, and we're not going to tell them that we're here, bro.
It would be a tough to trade all that draft capital for Trey Lance, and then like it's year 2 and he's still not playing though.
No, they had to put him in.
They probably whoever injured him, they probably paid them to do it. Make it look like it was a mistake. Anyway,
we are setting bounties.
We are back on the show. Paul's cat Boo making her debut on the podcast from her box next to her pirate.
Oh, look at the kitty!
Look at the kitty.
Oh yeah.
But
looks like dinner.
She's offended by the Bengals display the cat of the week.
This week,
embarrassed.
This week, the cats are food this week because the New York Jets play the Cincinnati Bengals. The Jets are, I believe, 4.5 home underdogs to the defending AFC champs.
Yep.
I personally am going to pick the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Jets.
Nope.
I do think that the Jets will cover. I think that the it's 5.5 points now on FanDuel. I think that the Bengals will win 26-24.
26-24.
I will also be picking the Bengals, and I will say 24-20.
I was thinking
20.
Because I'm keeping the streak of us picking against or with the other team so we can win.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I ain't.
Of course you're not.
Yeah. And if we lose, it's all your fucking fault.
Hey, that ain't my problem.
You will be held
all right
responsible.
If Flacco wasn't playing, it'd be an easy win. But I'm still taking the Jets.
It's just going to be a difficult win now.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try.
It's going to be a close game.
Edgar, what was your score? You said
26.
What was it?
26-24.
26
to 20.
26-24. Okay.
Sure.
Yep. Missed extra point.
There will be some sort of missed kick at some point, and then probably Evan game-winning field goal at the end to break our hearts in a hard fall.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's ask an
looks
expert, like a real expert, unlike someone
Justin,
like us.
Justin, what's your final score?
Justin's the real expert.
I got the Jets winning 24-21.
Oh, overtime.
Right. 24-21. Regulation. Still at least a minute left. So Joe Burrow is going to get a chance.
So Greg the leg kicks a field goal with a minute left. They put the ball in Joe King's hands, and our defense eats them up and shuts them down.
Damn right. DJ Reader sauce with an int.
Justin, I hope you win. I hope you win picks another week.
All right. So we're gonna ask an expert. Yo, what do you think of the Cincinnati Bengals and their O-line?
Yes.
Just disgusting. She's disgusted. No, I'm gonna go Jets. And you know what I'm gonna say the score is?
The unbiased
28-17.
Whoa, 2 scores. Jets winning. The unbiased man picking.
I like it.
What was it to 17?
28-17.
28-17?
I like it. That means strong defense, baby. Strong defense.
That would be our first. I'm trying to think now.
I kind of like Paul's score, actually.
first
that,
double
that
digit.
seems like it could actually happen.
That would be our first double-digit win in like 3 years, or for our first 2-score win in 3 years. Because we won 2 games in 2020, and one of them was by like a field goal. The other one, I think, the Browns game we won in 2020 was also a one-score game.
I mean, how much did you put up on them last year?
Awesome.
What's that?
How much did you put up on them last year? 34.
How much did we put on the Bengals? Yeah, I think we scored like 34 points, but we still only won by 1 score.
Yeah,
I'm saying this. Yeah,
and they stink now.
Now we got DJ Reed and Sauce.
Yeah, but the thing too is they're not gonna be. They're not gonna be. I don't think they're gonna. I think they were kind of sleeping on us last year. I don't think they'll sleep on us this year.
Well, they can't afford to sleep on.
I think they're still sleeping on us this year.
You think so?
They're 0-2.
I feel
they
like
ain't sleeping on anybody.
What gives you Mo? What gives you the sense that they're sleeping on us?
Just because of our history and losing to the Ravens in that fashion.
Now, do you think it's the fans that are sleeping on us, or the actual team sleeping?
It's
fans,
the question
definitely.
between fans and the team.
I'm talking about the team. I don't think the team's going to be sleeping on us. Fuck the fans.
The O-line
No.
O-line
I
will
don't
be
think the team's sleeping on us at all.
Okay. The fans might be sleeping on us, but like their history was like worse than us up until like not too long ago. And what's stopping the from being this year's Bengals, really?
Shit, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Burrow has looked kind of back down to earth. You're telling me Zach Wilson can't do as well as Joe Burrow?
No. He could definitely do just as good as Joe Burrow.
There's no excuse for
playing. Imagine the same scenario where you're facing the Rams, but instead of having Eli Apple as your corner one, it's Sauce. There you go.
Sauce and DJ Reed, baby. That's gonna be our key to winning. Is holding.
Last year, we kept Jamar Chase in check with Bryce Hall as CB1.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar really didn't do,
which is wild.
If we can keep Chase and Higgins in check, I think we can get to Burrow.
I think we can do it. Our pass rush really needs to step up and make Sauce DJ's jobs easier.
Yes.
But what's crazy is they prepared for Zach Wilson that game and not Mike White. So I feel like they're gonna prepare for Joe Flacco now. So they might have an advantage with that aspect, but at the same time, our defense, at least our corners, are 2 different starters now.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're ready for our defense.
And if we don't lose 26-24, then we will win 27-26 on a last-second field goal from Greg Bowen.
You know what I forgot to mention before we end?
What's that?
Imagine being a Browns fan and the ceiling moment of the most embarrassing moment of your life is Ashton Davis.
Getting an interception.
It was kind of crazy. The heroes of the game against the Browns were really like kind of the the people in the Jets fans' doghouse between Ashton Davis and Braden Mann. I mean,
Braden,
and Braden Mann, he's had some bad punting up until like last week. And Ashton Davis,
up until the robust second game of the season.
Ashton Davis read that play perfectly too. Like he saw Jacoby's eyes and he knew right where to go, and he snagged that thing.
Are you saying that Ashton Davis actually does have eyes?
He has eyes and he used them, and
that blows my mind, honestly.
Mine too.
Yo, he just has to not let Jamar Chase run past them if he beats Sausage or fucking Reed. That's it. Keep keep them in check. Keep them in check. Hold them to minimum points, 24-21.
Let's fucking go. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us this week. We will have a very special guest coming on the show next week. So,
yeah.
Thank you for listening, and we're not going to spoil anything, but you'll just have to tune in next week to see who it is. Until then, let's go Jets.
Jason Giambi. Sorry, I remember it.
Too soon.
Oh god.
Too soon. All right, go Jets. Peace.
Let's go Jets.
Woo.